get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Beavers offense will get the first possession of the game. A program whose history is built on speed, Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, it just caught fire early. Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
The Beavers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. That's caught it. It's more. He's going to come up about 5 yards short at the line of the game. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by doing. He's got it. First down and more. He's loose. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Line gets set, first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it'll be snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes it.
Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He has the first and still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Ducks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying play action. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, and they'll have a first down at the 39. From the gun, running back gets the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. But that was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Godfrey. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He's inside the 15. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Johnson looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Let's send the tight end in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has been right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Might be changing the route. Trying to get it done with a run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect the football.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Moore to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse.
It's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Beaver. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Just keep slinging it. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. The connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Moore.
Listen, nice completion. Guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's third and goal. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Godfrey. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Godfrey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Makes a grab, past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Godfrey.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Finds his back in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Oregon State. A great catch and run for 6.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Davison. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll give it to him again. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the 1st half. The Beavers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking at a second and short now. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got the quick pass. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hard running there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Unleashes one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Under fire. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. He'll do it himself. Running to Green. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Here comes the offense on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Oh, a lot of space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he has the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down for the tackle.
That's a big key for this offense. Now you got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bowers. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Wide open spaces. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oregon! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback extends the play. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks are marching down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play that they got.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers is against safeties or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Base, 27.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the Beavers decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and
Turning on the Jets. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game
and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Beavers will punt this one away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Here we go, here we go.
The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post